one of the things that we would like to focus is that the short sell that we called at 670 is working its way down here today, and we're testing this weekly blue line, and that's the weekly moving average. We're not nearly as overbought as when we were selling into the move. When we bought the rallies here, we sold at 670 short down to here, and we're testing the 10-week moving average. Good forward-looking bull trends have got to break and test. What makes them a good move is how they respond. So basically, if you take the high here of 670.25 where we were shorting it, and you take today's low of 616.91, we have working off a good solid amount of that overbought and that short paid. And there's that distribution. And there's your test of the 10-week moving average. Not only that, we are going to cover our shorts at this 10-week moving average because we'll take the profit. If we start to go below the 10-week at any time, where stop market orders will get taken out below it. They didn't get away with that. No one says that they don't. However, there is a time to start covering at the 10-week moving average, and we're sitting right on it. Now, what happens in these cases, if you get stop market orders below it, that could escalate selling even down further. And the next major area that I'm going to be looking at on this particular weekly chart is that 608 is going to be a key area, but right now we're holding that area. Now, moving forward, that's going to be the ultimate area. And the next ultimate area, as I've always said, would be right about here, half of this bar. That's at about 600. Oh, I love it there. But now that we're starting to cover, we would never short it again until it breaks below it. That's when we would look at shorting it. Okay? We are not going to short it again. We'll take the profit, but then the second entry is when if it does want to go below there. So we're doing quite well. That's the weekly update. 83.5%. As I said, buy the rallies. That 10-week is rising. That's the bull. And it's got to hold it. And it's 619. Right here's the bid and the ask. 258 lows today. 440 some lows yesterday. And we're going to come back in line where we're going to take advantage of the short-term 615 call that expires on 113. But when I get into January next week, when Google reports earnings and they keep taking these calls down, they're trying to price in from the swing high of 670, our exit. They're pulling the stock back going into next week. That's what you would like to see going into the earnings to be long. You wouldn't want to be long up there at 660 and 670, 680, no. But down here at 616, yeah, you want to be long.